2-0. Maybe it wasn't as pretty as we'd like it to be, but we're always going to respect wins. That's a good thing. You know, we did some very good things, and we did some things that will get cleaned up on film. So overall, very pleased with the effort.
6 takeaways, 0 turnovers. How big is that to you right now?
Pardon me?
In 2 games, 6 takeaways, 0 turnovers.
It's most important, probably. You know, I'm just going to look at statistics. That's a good one to start with. So very encouraged with the way we're taking care of the ball offensively. And creating some turnovers in today, there was a couple of gifts in there, but we'll take them. You know, that's a good place to start.
Mark, was the game plan to run Patrick that much going into this, or is that just how it got developed?
And some of it late in the game was just trying to milk it down a little bit, and there were some opportunities there.
You worry about him, 22 rushes?
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to back off that one. You know, we got a big game next week, obviously. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but we'll do whatever we have to do to try to win games. So if that's what it calls for, and Patrick will be glad to do it. So some of that, he pulled it down and ran it, and made some very good decisions, pulling it down and running.
What do you see about him that you like when he's able to lower his shoulder?
Well, he's just a big guy. He's sneaky fast, and actually, you know, we're rubbing it in with some of our guys with our GPS in practice and in games. He actually hit the highest number a week ago, and so I'm not going to tell you what that number is, because then I'll tell you about our other guys. But no, he ran. He's sneaky fast. He's making good decisions. Wasn't perfect in all of his decision making today, but I like the fact that you know, me being a frustrated defensive coordinator all these years, when you have a quarterback wrapped up and they scramble out, it breaks your back, and that happened to us today defensively quite a bit, and very aggravating, especially at the end of the first half. But Patrick's doing that to people too, which is good to see.
How do you think you guys played overall defensively?
Okay. Again, we you know, it wasn't just lip service. We have a lot of respect for that team. They you know, they're a very good team, and with the 5 straight bowl games, I imagine they'll go again. And they have good players, and they know what they're doing. They put stress on you, and they make you defend plays. You have to add numbers to the run games. They're very good at their shots. You know, they know what they're doing, and they make it difficult for you. So overall, I'm pleased. Is there things we can get better at? Absolutely.
Coach, how's it feel for this program, for this team to be 2-0 and get off to a 2-0 start?
Very important. Feels good. That's what I told the team. I mean, and I was worried about that going into the game. We talked about one play, just truly one play at a time, and stacking on top of another. You know, you guys get excited, and they want to do well, and they want to go out and prove themselves. You can't, you know, you can't go from 0 to 60. You know, you got to just got to stack plays on top of plays. And we, you know, with a young team, they want to get out ahead of themselves a lot, and we just got to learn to control what we can control and focus on each and every play.
Was there maybe a lack of focus on the offensive end in the second half today?
I don't know if it's a lack of focus. Some missed opportunities, I would say. You know, there's, you know, really, you know, I was a little frustrated, but if you really look at it, if we get the ball in the 2, we got to do a better job there. I'll take that, and we'll get that corrected. We get the ball 1st and 2. We'll give a better effort than we did there. But outside of that, then you miss 2 field goals and you drop 1. So, I mean, even with the stop on the goal line, that frustrates you a little bit. If you just catch the touchdown, you know, then we're sitting here at 27, and you know, it's something more to build on. But it is what it is. It's a victory, and you know, I just don't want our players getting down about victories. We'll take them anytime, anyway. And we'll do what we have to do to try to get those W's.
You like what it was?
How concerned are you about Austin McGinnis going forward and the misses the last 2 games?
I'm not too concerned. He'll be okay. He'll be fine.
You like that we're sitting here nitpicking your 17-point win?
No, you know, you know, I feel probably like you do. You know, that's okay. That's a good thing. We want it that way. You know, I want to continue to strive to get these victories and look pretty doing it. But again, all that matters is winning. You know, but progress. You know, win or lose, progress. And we still made progress today. It's good to be in a tough game, things not go perfect, and win.
Did Timmons unsportsmanlike cloud at what was otherwise a career game for him so far?
I don't know if it clouds it. It was a silly mistake that I don't anticipate that he'd make again.
Was it just talking?
Yeah, that's the way I didn't see it, but that's the way I understood.
Is that West hurt, or did he?
He was. He had a weird injury late in the week. I don't know. It was maybe he got back to practice, maybe he slept on funny, but he just had like a nerve issue that should be worked out, I imagine, here in a day or two. But he didn't have full range in his neck, so he couldn't play.
Did you guys scout to see both of their quarterbacks? That second one they brought in,
Yes.
he was pretty shifty. You guys
Yeah,
didn't quite get him down.
he was. He was. We had a little issue there. He was escaping the same way, and it was different guys all the time. You know, he was thinking he was coming back through the pocket, so they were trying to retrace, and he kept on going out and losing contained. So we just got to get things fixed. Last week it was some other issues. This week it's some of that, and just fundamentally we got to do things right and continue to improve and make guys understand things. That's why these games are so valuable, to come out with a win but still get all this teaching and all that learning.
I've been asking you about those gray uniforms for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Why this game?
We never had those unis till this week. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So, yeah. Did you like? Yeah, I liked it.
Okay, you've got such a young team. Do you think that? I'm sorry.
Is
Go
there a
ahead.
reason you went with this week, or
I just, no reason. No reason. Just felt like it was the right time.
You seem
Okay,
to.
you've got such a young team. Do you think that they understand the step up they're going to have to take next week, or is that something you focus on in practice this week?
Pardon me?
You've got such a young team. Do you think they understand the step up they're going to have to take going
Yeah.
into SEC play?
I do. I think they understand that, and we just got to keep on, putting our head down and going to work and getting better, and coaches and players and everybody. And we will.
Mark, anybody tell you it's the first time since '88 that a Kentucky team is 2 games in a row shut out the opponent in the first half?
You know, my man Tony got me right off the field telling me that. He was trying to cheer me up. I said, I got a smile on that. That's good. So it was good. The defensive effort, I thought. There were times out there where, again, they were scratching us, moving it a little bit, and the guys buckled down and made some plays. And they put together that drive to start the second half. That was good for them, and give them credit. They executed, and they moved it and got a field goal, and our guys settled down and made some plays. And again, some of that, there were some missed opportunities. I think we had a sack, we had a clear sack and just missed them. We had a good pressure call on first or second down. We're going to get a 10-yard loss. Instead, they scramble out and get a 10-yard gain. I mean, that's a possession.
So what was your message to the team after the game? How did you put it?
The guys were a little, they were excited. Once we cranked the music up and they got their dance on, they were having a good time, and they enjoyed it. And I wanted them to. I told them to enjoy the victory and not be sulking around. If things didn't go the way they wanted to individually, then go back to work and change it. But we can't have any selfishness. It's about the team. It's about everybody getting better and everybody pulling for each other and doing the right thing. So we got to get rid of anybody that might have any individual thoughts. It's important that I want them to think about playing well for the team. So they were excited, and we're glad to be 2-0.
do you